Hello, hello. How are you, everyone? Hello, come on in. Welcome to our live for today. Let me just check again if we are on live so I would know. And if you are live with me, please do comment so I would know that you are with me live and we could, have a conversation. Okay, all right. I'm seeing myself. I'm on live and I'm just gonna pin this comment. Okay. All right, amazing. Hello. So it's December and I'm just super excited coming on in here and being with you ladies. Hello. Yes, we have lots of ladies in the room. Hi, Wanda. How are you? Hello. Hi, Laura. Hi. Okay, let's settle down. If you have your pens with you, you have your planner, your notebook, come on in. Let's settle down, have your coffee, grab your tea and all that. Good morning. Yes, cuz we'll be talking about luxury branding method and using this how you can get your first 20k months, okay? So if that's exciting, do you want that? Then let me know, okay? So for today, yes, we mentioned that this is going to be a luxury branding method, but if you know that this is already the part 2, okay? So last week, we discussed more about this, the luxury branding method, what is the steps by step for this and all that. Hi, Chloe. Oh my gosh. Hello. You're here. Hi, Vero. Hello. Okay, so this is part 2 already. And of course, we'll be discussing more about this in such a way that we'll go deeper. So again, this is part 2. If you want to rewatch the replay of part 1, I'll be linking the URL later in our Facebook group so you can rewatch it again and, really dig in deeper. What do we discuss or do we mean by luxury branding method? But for today, it's more of the 2 parts. So let me just recap. We discussed 3 parts in the luxury branding method. Okay, so first is we had the visuals. You really want to tap into the visuals of, as we mentioned last week, like a hotel. Imagine a hotel, luxury hotel. You first get captivated by the visuals, right? The finishes, the materials and all. And then we now move into the experience. How do you experience the hotel? How do you experience this room, the vibe and all that in the planning and all? Okay, so that is what we will leverage on today. And more so under the experience is where we also, incorporate the marketing side. How do you market your brand in such a way that it looks luxurious, it feels luxurious, and it is perceived as luxurious. Okay, so that is our focus for today. All right, so again, hello, hi Jackie, hello, hi Miranda. We have lots of ladies in the room. Hello. If you know me before, hello. But if you're new to my world, hi, come say hi in the comments. Thank you for coming into my world. I'm super excited. My name is Dhanna, but you can call me D. So I'm I'm still an architect by profession, but now I am also a brand strategist and a digital marketing expert, okay? So now I help entrepreneurs as well, aside from designing the houses, the luxurious houses. I'm now helping entrepreneurs with their business in how they do their branding, their web design, and even helping them create content that sells so that they can have the impact that they want, the desire or their desired freedom and income as well, okay? Without the overwhelm, all right? So if that's something you are looking for, then you're in the right room. So today we'll dive deeper. This is part 2 of the luxury branding method series, and where we will help you how you could get to earn that, first 20k figures. Okay, so if that's your goal, that's good. If it's more than, you want more, then we'll align you towards that. Okay, so this is regardless, whatever your goal you have in mind. Say you're just hitting your first 5k, your first 10k, right? If you're first 20k, because this has helped us reach the first 20k. Okay, all right, so let's dive in. Okay, so we mentioned last week that in our part 1, it's more of, the visuals, the experience, and then we lean back, okay? We lean back, let them come to us, okay? So now, digging deeper on the experience side is where we use the marketing. Okay, so in the traditional marketing sense of, the usual, right, these laws in marketing are not applicable when it comes to luxury branding or luxury brands. Okay, so why? Having worked with different brands, luxurious brands and big brands, we realize that no, not all traditional marketing that we know can be implemented. And actually, you know what? It hurts. It can hurt your brand if you will implement all these, traditional marketing. Okay, so if you don't want to hurt your brand and shoo away your, well-off clients, then you would want to listen to this. Okay, so for today, you know me, I always have notes, so I don't miss out anything, especially we have a short period of time here, so pardon me if I am going through my notes. Okay, so first, okay, let's dive deep. Let's go straight to the point. Okay, so first is, let me just give a disclaimer. Okay, so this one that we'll be discussing today, and of course, if you would look into the part 1, what I'm trying to discuss here is, let's assume that you already have an amazing product and amazing service. Okay, so that is, not a non-negotiable here. Okay, so it's already a fact. Let's make it a fact that you have, let's say that you already have amazing product and amazing service. Okay, because now we will think of how we could market this in such a luxurious way. Okay, if you want to, how to market this in a luxe way. Okay, that is what we're talking about. Okay, so now if we cannot market a stone as a gold, right? So if you don't have a product yet, if you don't have a service yet, or if you've yet to develop it, if it's in the works, then okay, that's good. But let's assume that you already have an amazing product. Okay, because again, we cannot market a stone to be like a gold, right? Because we don't want that. Okay, so we don't want to sugarcoat anything. We just want to be authentic. Okay, so let's assume that you already have this amazing product, this amazing service. Okay, you've got it all ready. So now your next level is to market. Okay, so now let me just dive deeper. Actually, we discussed 3 items previously last week about the anti-loss of marketing when it comes to luxurious marketing, okay, or luxurious branding. So now we previously mentioned 3, and I also mentioned that it's, we could have a list of 20 plus, right? But then since we have a limited time, I can only, discuss at least 5 today, okay? So, especially this is what we implement with our clients, what we implement, of course, in our branding as well, and how we attract, the well-off clients and, the high-ticket clients that, can pay and willing to pay the premium prices, okay? So if you want that, then let's start with number 1, okay? So number 1 is, okay, list this down. Don't respond to the rising demand. Okay, don't respond to the rising demand. In the traditional sense, we're used to, okay, do the volumes. It's volume based, wherein we have mass distribution. We want to, be in all the places, like all department stores, Target, Walmart, or mass distribution, TV advertising, right? We want to be all over the place. Okay, because that is the traditional way of marketing, right? Yes, Chloe, right? That's right. Don't respond to the rising demand. Okay, so now what happens in the traditional sense is we have a small margin of profit. Okay, small margin. You have a small markup, and then what you do is to sell more, which is kind of exhausting, and it doesn't give the rarity in your product because you're all over the place. You're easily accessible, right? So now what they usually do is to have high demand. When you have high demand, you also match it with high supply, right? That's how the traditional sense, because that's the usual economic model, right? And if we don't have, for example, there's high demand and you have low supply, what happens? People would be, they would be complaining. We have unhappy customers, right? And they would be starting to, talk about your brand being, not good, because you don't have supply, right? But then, if you think about it, for example, Ferrari, that brand deliberately supplies only 6,000 units per year. Okay, why is that? Because rarity, as in I mentioned it earlier, rarity, you have to be rare because your value, that is what will sell. Okay? Again, for this to happen, it has to be your customers understand why is it rare. Okay? They have to understand. So in your, in your content, when you show out there, you have to explain or show them, oh, okay, make them realize that, oh, that's rare. Okay, now I get it. Now they understand why you are rare. Okay? And then you also have to prepare them to wait. Okay? And they're okay and willing to wait. All right, so that is the kind of perception that you would want to create around your brand, because again, it's not about mismanaging or poor sales forecasting because you have high demand and low supply, but it's more of purposefully limiting the supply so that you can become a master of it. Okay, so again, we don't respond to the rising demand. That's number one. Okay, let me know if this is landing on you. Hi, Elena. Hello, V. Hello, Jackie. Hello. Okay, that's amazing. If you're live, say hi. Say hi in the comments. I would want to know if you are here with me, okay? Now, okay, moving forward. Okay, so another thing, number 2, dominate the client. Okay, so in the traditional space, what we usually do is, okay, you have to be best friends, right? We have to be a friend, like someone close to them, right? So that they would be open to us, they would trust us, right? That is the traditional sense. Hi, Irene, so happy you're here. Glad you made it. Hello. And she was able to watch the part 1. She requested for that. That's amazing. Okay, now let's hop into part 2, right? So again, dominate the client. In the traditional space, we were asked to, be a friend or be a close friend, best buddy, so that you could be, chummy and friends and besties with them, right? But when you are a luxury brand, we are mostly here in this luxury space, we are in a reward and gradual elevation. Okay, again, reward and gradual elevation. So we would want to preserve this status, right? We don't want this to be, again, easily accessible. So if we want to, preserve this status, we would want to dominate the client in such a way, again, with respect, okay? It's not dominating them without respecting, okay? So think of it as a relationship of a parent and a child, okay? Like a parent, they dominate their children, but they still respect their children, okay? But there is, you can feel the distance or, the separation between them. And, you can easily pinpoint that, okay, they're not best friends. They're parents and children, okay? So that is the kind of thing that we also want to implement in our brand. You cannot be best friends because, suddenly your brand would be equal to them. So how could you be a luxury brand if you're equal to them, right? Okay, is this landing on you? Because when you are unequal to them, you lose the aura, you lose the authority. Okay. Hi, Tanisha. Hello. Hey, Ella. Come on in. All right, settle down. Okay. So we were just discussing, luxury branding method part 2. And this is more of the anti-loss of marketing. Okay. So now, again, you lose the aura, you lose the authority, right? And imagine if you are, you lose the respect and you lose the mystery if you are super best friends with that. But now what we would want is for you to have a role. Think that your role is to become an advisor, become an educator, right? And a provider and a social, logical guide for them. Okay, like a parent. Okay, so again, later on I'll dive deeper into this. Why do we want to, I'll give examples how you could like dominate the client and how we could apply this as well. All right, so if this landing, we would want to again dominate the client, but still with respect. Okay, all right. So moving forward, number 3 is do not sell. Okay? Isn't it shocking, right? Because, in traditional sense, we were always like, promote yourself, sell, put your offers out there, right? Which is true. Yeah, which is true, right? And it's helpful. But again, if you want to be, stepping into the luxury branding style and to really position your brand or your business out there to be luxurious, you have to implement this. You do not sell. Okay, so what now? Right? What now? What do we do now? And of course, as well, I would want to mention that not all of our clients are also into this space. So for example, we have clients who are more of the traditional, so they would want to, for them, it's okay to have a volume based, like they were just gonna have lots of sales with low profit, okay? But which is okay, But then if you are on the space, especially if you're in a service space, and for example, you're a coach and you're selling high ticket coaching, so this could, you could implement this, all right? So again, number 3, do not sell. But what do we do is when we advertise, so the objective of our advertising is not to sell, okay? But then what we would want is to actually communicate and create a community, okay? So now we don't want to sell because, we don't want to push them or convince them that, okay, you have to buy this. I mean, have you seen any brand or luxury brand that does that? Like, you have to buy us. Like, they're persuasive. Anyone? Right? They don't push, they don't beg, they don't ask, right? But what they do is they show off. They show off that they exist, and they show off continuously. That's right, Ella, that's right. They give value, they're giving value, right? But they don't ask, they don't beg, they don't, please. They don't people please. They just, simply exist. This is me. This is what offer. This is my brand. This is my product. I have amazing products, and you show your exist consistently. Okay, show yourself out there consistently, and then you communicate. So again, the goal or the objective of your advertising is to communicate. Okay, so just to communicate, just to let people know that you exist, and then that's it. Okay, right? It's shocking, like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna sell, right? So, but then when you create this community by communicating, what then you're creating rather is more of like a cult. Okay, if you've read, luxury brands, luxury books, you will see here, you will notice that they would always talk about cult. Because then these, your audience are gonna turn into super raving fans that, cannot get enough of you. And as I mentioned in my previous free masterclasses that, people would only buy to you if they cannot get enough of you. All right. So, just remember as well, your past purchases. Oh my gosh, yeah, I purchased because I just can't get enough of that. Right? Remember that. Remember your last purchases, your recent purchases. And now we would want to create that as well. When you communicate and through your advertisements without selling, you're creating a cult. And these are the loyalists. These are the raving fans. They would go crazy. When you post, when you launch something, they would go crazy. This is the, psychology behind luxury branding. Okay? Now, if you do your research, dig deeper, BMW USA, their marketing director, says that when it comes to luxury or luxurious space, the best way to sell to the well-off, to the very well-off, is to actually make them come to you. Okay? Let them come to you. Not you leaning on them and then reminding them, following them up, hey, you bought, are you gonna buy already? Hey, right? That's gonna piss them off, right? But they know, you have to trust them that they would know when's the right time for them. And you have to be ready to receive that, okay? When they're ready to buy, you have to be positioned there, okay? So again, you do not sell. I mean, right? It's shocking, but number 3, you do not sell, okay? Moving forward, I think we have a few more minutes, okay? So number 4, keep the stars out of your advertising. Okay, stars, I mean the celebrities, okay, this big stars. Okay, why? For example, like you would see David Beckham doing this shaving, and then there's George Clooney and all that. You know, they are advertising, right? That is, again, in the traditional space, right? But then if you're a luxury brand, this could extremely hurt your brand and actually damage, could be dangerous for your brand. Okay, why? It's because if you're a luxury, if you're a luxury brand, these stars or these celebrities are the ones courting you. Okay, they're craving for you. Okay, think of that. These luxury brands are the ones, the stars are the ones craving for your brand, the same way as the paparazzi or the journalists are craving for these stars. Okay, does it land? All right. Because so you know how much the journalists or the paparazzi would want to take pictures, learn more about them, right? About these stars. It's the same way the stars go crazy about luxury brands. Okay, so that is what you would want to maintain. That is why you don't want the stars to be advertising your brand, because suddenly, people would think that your brand needs the social status or the star status of these, celebrities just to get, to get your business out there, thinking that you don't already have the it factor. Okay, she needed this, or she just leveraged on that star, or that brand just, took off because it was advertised by this, but in reality, this is blah, 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 right? We don't want to give off that kind of vibe. Again, we would want to be, like on the pedestal, like, whoa, then think of it like stars craving for your brand, whatever you're selling, shoes, bags, your services, your, makeup, whatever, houses, if you're in real estate, right? You don't use stars to sell for you. Okay, what do big brands use? They use, high fashion models, those without the celebrity status. Okay, because again, we would want to create this luxury level. You're like a status of a goddess or a god, or an immortal. That is the vibe that they are putting off. So you would want to leverage on that kind of feeling as well, that kind of perception that you were putting out. Because again, if you use stars or celebrities, suddenly you're just a match to mere mortals. Okay, so this is, I'm sure that there's a lot of what moments, and of course, really, I didn't know about that. And it's okay, me too, when I first learned about this and before we implement this in our brand and our clients, I was just shocked as well. Question here, Irene, what if the image of the brand is the brand creator? Amazing. Yes, of course, that is amazing, because again, you are the brand. So if, for example, like Vera Wang, these like big brands who started from their name, they even use their name. It's because they started as a personal brand, and they leverage on themselves. So now that is actually more powerful, because you're authentic to yourself, and that is your unique selling proposition, that you can go out there authentically, be yourself, put yourself out there without having to compare yourself with other people, but just knowing that, okay, I'm unique. Now I can stand up there. I could be, I have this status of a goddess, right? That you put yourself on the pedestal, right? And then your business will follow. Okay, and again, everywhere, how you implement this, your business will follow. Oh, thank you so much, Wanda. Super, very useful. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Irene, as well. Oh, yes, hope you got that. All right, so yeah, moving forward. Okay, number 5, the last one is this. I think I mentioned this already, or I posted about this, but number 5 is luxury sets the price. Okay, not the price setting the luxury. Okay, so again, let's go back to the first part of this, this FB Live, where I mentioned that we already have let's assume that you already have the amazing product and amazing service, right? Because again, we cannot, you cannot offer a stone and then price it at a premium price, okay? It's just a stone and then, or like a pebble, and then you'd price it like premium or luxury price. It won't make it luxury. Not just because you put a tag on it. It doesn't already or equate instantly to become luxurious, okay? So now what we have is, think of a gold, and then you could price that, because the gold itself is luxury. Now you could price that accordingly, okay? So again, luxury sets the price. It's not the price that sets the luxury. So again, no matter how much, if your product is really, is really bad, the quality is really off, the pricing won't get you into that luxury space, okay? It would only, it would just hurt your brand, because people suddenly would think you're luxurious, but suddenly when they buy from you, they would feel, okay, this is not worth my money. There's no value for money here, because, okay, suddenly it's broken or suddenly it's not working, right? So it's not the price tag that sets the luxury. You have to set the luxury first with your product. So what we do is, think of it is, since luxury is more of like a supply based rather than a volume or demand based, okay? So not just because it's high demand, we give that, okay? In a luxury space, we are more into the supply, okay? We limit the supply, we control the supply, we're on top of it, okay? It's not about, again, not about being poor or having poor or wrong sales forecasting, okay? This is different. Again, go back to number 1 that we mentioned today, okay? So moving forward, again, luxury sets the price. It's not the price setting the luxury. So again, what we do here is we start off with a product, and then we see how much we could sell this, okay? And then from there, the higher perceived that this is luxurious, okay? Ooh, it's high perceived. It could be, ooh, this is luxurious. It's perceived as that. Perceived, again, perceived, not necessarily equate to that, but it's perceived to that. Then the higher price we could charge for that, okay? So now you may ask, how do we create this perception, right? How do we create this? Okay. Hi, Zondil. Hello. Okay, Tanisha, hi. Okay, amazing ladies. We have lots. Elena, hello. Okay. All right, so now we ask, how can I have this, how can I create this perception? Okay, I get that we have to create this perception, but how? Okay, how do we do this? Okay, so again, we go back now to the visuals, okay? It's the visuals that would create this perception, or, think of it like an illusion, if lack of a better word. But look at this, like you're creating like a new point of view or a new picture, again, a new perception through your visuals, okay? Through your visuals plus the experience that goes with it. So for example, like if you are a product-based owner, your visuals would be your branding, and then the experience would be part of the packaging. When they open this, you have full on branding with your tissue paper, your stickers, your thank you card, and your business card and all that. Okay, so that is part of the experience, and when you deliver like good packaging and all. Okay, so again, that is more, again, your branding, packaging, and your collaterals. All right. So again, we create this perception through the visuals. Again, you could watch the replay of our part 1, wherein we really discuss on the visuals and really itemize what are the visuals, and then so the visuals, and then the experience, and then now in this experience, we get to incorporate how we market. Because again, the way you market creates an experience, okay? So if you're in your marketing, you're already coming as pushy, you're begging, you're people pleasing and all that, that is in itself an experience. People weren't able to buy it, but they were already able to experience you. Okay? So we just, we create experience from the first point of contact. Right? Not when they buy, not after they buy and then we give them the experience. No, we create the experience the first time they hop on our profiles, the first time they see our brands, first time they got into our website, right? So everything has to be cohesive, all right? So now if you need help or support, how can we create this, support in your branding, web design, or whatever, in your social media or content creation. How do we do this? How do we create this for your clients? If you need support with that, I'm always here. You can just comment down below support, and I could just DM you. And for those ladies who would already want to work with me as well, I'm gonna put my link tree here in the description so that you could see our sample works, our client wins, with and also rates and packages. And of course, we have free masterclasses that we are always doing weekly, so you could also watch the replay there. Oh, Irene, support, yay! Hello, Amber. Hello, support. Yes, that's amazing. Come on in. All right. So again, I would want you to leave you on this, that you could have my support. Just comment down below support, like how could we do this, how could you do your branding, social media, web design, and all that, all the brand touch points of your business. I'm ready to support you. Just let me know. All right. And of course, we would want to get ready for the 2022. This is the perfect timing. You don't want to prepare your business before 2022, right? Or during 2022, when we hop on the new year, right? You would want to prepare to set up your business prior, so that when we hop to 2022, you're ready to go. Okay? All right. So if that is something that you would need, let me know in the comments. And of course, I would want to, leave you with this, that our goal is not to wear luxury brands. Okay? Our goal is not to wear luxury brands, but our goal is to become a luxury brand. All right. So I hope this Facebook Live has been amazing. I mean, I already had fun watching you ladies in the comments, seeing you, I'm happy this is landing on you. And I'm really glad, for you coming on in here and tuning in with me. Thank you so much. And for next week, I'm going to be setting up again an event wherein, we could audit your Instagram together. So if you already have your Instagram and you're thinking like, how could we do this and all, like, we could, together. So actually last or previous weeks, what we did was to have I did a live Instagram audit, but it was just for one account. So I just randomly pick an account. But then I thought, like, why not let's do an audit together, right? So do you want that? Do you want to, audit your Instagram together or your socials together? We'll do that. So, like have a checklist or something that we could discuss, and all that. Okay. So if you like that, I'll be linking down the event. Actually, I'm just gonna create that first, and I'll be linking that event as well here in our video, and or probably in the comments or description, so that you could join us next week where we do the audit together. All right. So thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. We have lots of ladies still in the room. Thank you. Have a nice day and happy holidays.